30 days, $500. I drew a line in the sand. No cheats, no new income, just less leaking. By day 7, the flow changed. Small choices, strong current. I tried spending $500 less in 30 days. Here's what happened. The numbers told the truth. A simple gate cut $90 in week 1. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, where every lesson is a step closer to your freedom. I made a promise and opened my eyes. Not to guilt, to data. 2 questions kept me honest. Where is the leak? And what single habit will hold the line when I'm tired? I started at the sink. Money is water. It slips through tiny cracks. I ran a leak test, export the last 30 days. Highlight every auto charge, fee, and delivery. A family music plan I never used. 2 cloud backups fighting each other. 3 delivery fees hiding in late nights. I closed the valves, cancel, downgrade, pick up instead of delivery this month. That move alone slowed the current by $132. Relief is quiet. Breathing gets easier, but one question stayed open. What habit keeps saving me when motivation fades? I needed banks and channels, a river, not a swamp. I set routes for the current, essentials, goals, joy. On payday, the tide moved first into goals, an automatic transfer, 30 seconds to set. I watched it settle like a reservoir. Then I renamed categories. Rent became shelter, food became fuel, subscriptions became decide. Words steered the flow. Fuel insisted I cook. Decide insisted I review. Language cut noise like a sharp edge. Micro step for you. Rename 3 categories tonight. Set 1 transfer for next payday. Watch attention, follow the new names. The month pushed back. Friends sent invites. Ads flashed one-click smiles. So I built gates. Purchases waited in a pending pool. Nothing crossed without time and sunlight. Every want sat for 72 hours. On Friday, 5 p.m., the gate opened. 9 items waited the first week. 2 survived inspection. I saved $110 with a pen, not an app. I heard the old voice. Am I missing out? The answer surprised me. I felt lighter, fewer tabs in my head. Social current can yank you sideways. I tried steering instead. On Thursday, I planned a cheap, rich night. Homemade dinner, a walk by the water, phones down, laughter up. It cost almost nothing. It felt like a holiday. That night convinced me I could cut without shrinking. By day 15, the tide charts showed progress. I had pushed back $260 already. I tried spending $500 less in 30 days. Here's what happened. The water level kept falling. Not from suffering, from steering. Still, temptations pooled in the corners. A jacket, a speaker, another streaming trial. I used a quick current check. Cost per use must stay at 1 or less. Shoes, 50 wears. Okay. A jacket I'd wear 3 times? No pass. I left the jacket. I never missed it. My future self sent a quiet thank you. Another leak surfaced. Time fees. I paid with Russian scraps. I scheduled 1 admin call each Tuesday. 10 minutes max. Negotiate 1 bill, or switch. Week 1, the internet provider matched a promo. Down $12 a month. Week 2, the bank killed a silly fee. Down $6. Momentum pulled me forward, not greed. Gravity. But friction matters too. I removed saved cards from browsers. I kept 1 debit card at home. For daily spend, I used a slim wallet with a capped amount. When it was empty, the day ended. Simple. Physical. My lunches changed course. I packed 2 meals a week. That tiny dam saved another $48 weekly. Energy rose. I told 2 friends about the experiment. They tried the Friday gate and the packed lunches. Social proof became a tailwind. We traded ideas. We laughed at our old leaks. Numbers compounding feel like a river after rain. Strong, fast, purposeful. The part you don't hear in highlight reels. I wanted to quit on day 21. A long week. Tired brain. The river swelled with wants, so I switched perspective. I looked at my month like a coast. My job wasn't to fight the ocean. My job was to place rocks where waves hit hardest. Rule 1 was the Tide Gate Friday. Benefit. It killed impulse without killing joy. Example. I moved all purchases into a note called pending. Fridays at 5, I chose deliberately. That saved between $70 and $120 a week. Rule 2 was the fee filter. Benefit? Fixed costs drifted lower quietly. Example: I called or chatted with one provider weekly. Phone, internet, insurance, software. Ask for today's retention rate. If better, I pivoted. If not, I scheduled a switch. By month's end, fixed costs fell by $33. Rule 3 was the single-use test. Benefit: objects turned into tools, not trophies. Example: anything over $50 needed at least 50 uses. A third jacket failed. A standing desk mat passed. My back confirmed the wisdom. Those 3 switches worked because they shaped the current. Gates, filters, channel markers. I kept one curiosity alive from the start. The ritual I could do, even on bad days. Here it is. The 1-minute water check. Every night before I plug in my phone, I write 3 numbers on a tiny card. Today's essentials. Today's joy. Today's build. 60 seconds, pen on paper. No judgment. The current becomes visible. If joy outpaces essentials, I close the valve tomorrow. If build looks dry, I move $10 before breakfast. That single minute saved the experiment twice. It stopped a midnight purchase. It nudged me to cancel a duplicate app before it billed. People ask about the totals. Did I hit the target? The final ledger said $512 avoided or redirected. Some came from cancellations, some from timing, the rest from choosing moments over objects. The surprise wasn't the number, it was the quiet. Fewer alerts, fewer open carts, more attention for things that matter. I learned that money moves like water. Give it banks, give it gates, it will serve you. The first week taught me to find leaks. The second taught me to steer the river. The last days taught me to respect tide and rest. I used to think cutting meant constant effort. Now I know the opposite. You set the flow once, then you check the current in small, human ways. Let me leave you with 3 tiny moves you can try tonight. Move 1. Rename your top 3 categories. Shelter, fuel, decide. Language aims your attention. Move 2. Schedule your tide gate. Friday at 5. Set a calendar event. Place the pending list under it. Move 3. Do the 1-minute water check before you sleep. 3 numbers, that's all. I'm not preaching discipline. I'm offering a map. If you try a version of this, tell someone you trust. Social current matters. It keeps the river honest. Picture the opening scene again. 30 days, $500, a clear glass on your table. At the start, it overflowed with drips you didn't notice. By the end, the surface sits calm. You can see the bottom. That calm is useful. Emergencies don't sink you. Opportunities float within reach. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, and the workshop continues. Next time, I'll show you how to raise the waterline with micro-income currents without burning out. Until then, keep your gates simple, keep your bank strong, and let your life, not ads, set the tide.